So when you made the decision to move forward with the next generation of conversational AI, you ended up selecting aigo. There are literally 3,000 companies in this category called chatbots or conversational AI systems and digital assistants and all that. So what made you pick aigo out of all of these companies, especially knowing that aigo.AI does not deal with big data, no deep learning, no machine learning, no data scientists, no ML, none of that, all of the stuff that everyone else is talking about, none of that is involved. So how did you make that decision? Can you kind of help us walk through that process?
Sure. Some would say luck, depending on what side of the fence you're on, you would say luck. I think part of it is also brute force and focus, right? And what I mean by that is we were on generation 3.5, and that by the time we were introduced to one another. And so we had a very short, finite list of requirements. We already gone through 3 lists.
Exactly. You knew what you don't want and what you really want.
Yeah,
that was
that's
clear.
right.
Yeah.
So we were able to identify, yeah, we don't want that. We can't do this, can't do that. This didn't work. Why didn't it work? So it's part of that.
Yeah.
Tear the engine block apart and stand next to the mechanic and understand, well, we're going to put it back together this way. Yeah, no, we don't want that. We want to do it a different way. And here's why. And so our chief technology officer at the time did a couple of searches, came across an aigo reference at some point 5 years ago. And he sent over a YouTube video. Peter had done a couple of YouTube videos, and I'm still referencing those and sending them around. And I'm like, huh, that's interesting. And it was one of those, okay, that could be too good to be true. This could be staged.
Sure.
And you and I and Peter, we had our first set of conversations, and it was like any other introduction. You're going to give me the high level, and it's my job to figure out whether or not you can do it or whether or not you're selling me something. And that was out in San Francisco. And then I invited you guys to come east and sit down with us in a session. And, there's that television show out now called Shark Tank. It's been on a few years.
Yes.
We sort of invited you to the Shark Tank. So
we had no idea. We thought we were sharing. Yes. Yeah.
The Flowers version of Shark Tank. The difference was we were willing to fill the room up with water and put some sharks actually in the water.
Right.